I've been coaching golf for over 30 years, and I hate to admit it, but last week I committed a cardinal coaching sin. And I had to share it with you because a lot of you might be making the same sin, and that's what's keeping you from playing some great golf. So what is it? Well, the mistake that I made, and this happened to me with one of my college students, is I had them focus on a specific position in the golf swing. Now, as a coach, I know better than this, that the golf swing is not positions, it's a movement pattern. You should not be working just on a position. So as an example, in this particular student, I had her really working on the top of her backswing, and I literally had her taking it to the top and stopping. Okay, so what happened is that every time she did that, she became more and more analytical and less reactive and athletic, all right? So that's the first lesson you're gonna learn right here, is it's not positions, it's a movement pattern. So let's talk about 3 movement patterns. All right, the first one is, let's do pivot. I think then we'll do tempo, and then we'll do a fun one for distance. On the pivot, you know in the vertical line swing, we're a big believer in the importance of a pivot and turning the hips. Because when we turn the hips, we can turn the shoulders, we can get the club nice and high, and we can get some length to our swing. It's one of the cornerstones of the book, The Bad Lie, which we wrote. So the movement pattern that we would do with you to work on your pivot is the little step back drill. So I got a 7-iron here. I'm gonna do my 3-setter, because you know we love 3-setters. So as I swing the club back, I'm just gonna take my trail foot and step back and tap. Boom, there's little 1, there's little 2, there's little 3. Now when I do that, notice the movement. It's not a position, it's a movement. So I got that feel. Now I'm gonna step in here. I'm gonna go ahead and replicate that feel. All right, now that pivot felt really good. So when you're working on your swing or you're taking a golf lesson, don't work on a position. If your coach says, well, get it to this spot or get it to that angle or take it right there and stop, be cautious. Work on a pattern, work on a movement. That little step back drill can help you with the pivot. Now let's talk a little bit about timing and tempo. That's another big one, right? How do we work on our rhythm and our tempo? Well, one of our favorite all-time drills, okay, is the right-left drill. So the right-left drill works on rhythm and tempo because the club is in continuous motion. So here's how it works. I got a 7-iron again, and I'm just gonna swing the club up over my right side. It's up over my trail shoulder, my right shoulder. And as I do that, I feel my weight on my right foot. And to myself, in my head, I say right. And then as I go to the left, club's over my left shoulder, weight's on my left foot, I say left. So it looks like this. I don't have to do them quick, I gotta do them rhythmic. So it's right, left, right, left, right, left. Now I did a little 3-setter there, I got that feel. I step up over the golf ball, here we go, right, left. Ooh, Nick, did you get that one? Did he get it? Okay, there it is, he got it. Nick gave us a thumbs up. Do us a favor. Come on, you can give us a thumbs up as well. Nick just gave us one. Why don't you give us one as well? And be sure to let us know where you're from. It's one of our favorite things to hear is where you're from and where you're tuning into. Those are 2 movement patterns. A little step back to work on the pivot, a little right, left to work on tempo and rhythm. But I think we should have some fun, right? Let's work on some distance. Let's work on some club head speed. All right, so I got my MaxVert driver right here. So this is one of my favorite drills when we want to create some club head speed, right? Nothing wrong with trying to create more club head speed, right? It's one of the concepts, and it's one of the reasons why in the vertical line swing, okay, well, we like to get the hands nice and high, and we like to get a big hip turn, and we get those things up there so that when we get length to the swing, right, we can create more club head speed. So this particular drill is pretty simple. You're just gonna take your regular setup, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the club, you're gonna put it out here in front of you. So I got my regular setup, I'm not doing it over a ball yet, right? And I put the club out in front, okay? And I'm just from here, I'm gonna go ahead and just swing it back and swing it through. Now what happens when I put that club in front? When I put the club in front, it gives me more length to the swing, okay? So this swing is longer here than it is if I start there, right? And that extra length gives me some momentum of the club swinging and turning. Boom, there's little 1, there's 2, I can even hear it, okay? 3, there's the feel. All right, now I got the feel. I'm gonna go ahead and step up and I'm gonna go ahead and recreate that. Oh yeah, solid. Remember, the golf swing is not positions, it's a movement pattern. If you like that last drill that I just went over to create more club head speed, check out my next video where we dive in depth on the counter backswing sequence.